pressure is on you.
Right, Brett.
You know, I'm a little worried about southeast Utah, actually. There's a lot of clouds that are moving in.
But what about us here?
I think we're going to be okay. It'll be a lot like it was today. We'll have clouds off in the distance, but we're going to see some sunshine out there. We'll call it partly cloudy.
Okay.
But if you just happen to be underneath those clouds, you know. Okay, here's a look at a beautiful picture up at Pineview Reservoir. Look at how just still the water is, and looking towards Eden and the snow off in the distance. Again, this was a pretty big storm. It's interesting, though, it really impacted the areas south and east of the Great Salt Lake. So the Cottonwood Canyons, the Wasatch Back got hit really hard with this last storm. Didn't see as much up north near Pineview and near Snow Basin. 41 degrees currently. Winds are out of the north at 7 miles per hour. Pretty quiet evening, a nice evening out there for many of us. We do have a couple systems. Now, this is the system that has impacted us. That has moved well off to the east. Talking about the eclipse, it does look, we're going to have clouds, but it could be worse. Looks like parts of northeast Texas are going to see, and that is along the path of totality. We're going to see tornadoes in this area. So this is going to be something we're going to be watching tomorrow. This system has moved off. This is what's impacting our weather right now. This little system just dropping by to the west is going to move over Arizona during the day tomorrow. As it does, it's just you see the clouds in eastern Utah, southwest Utah. You can see some of the showers here in northern Utah. It's not a strong storm, but it's going to do just enough to bring some of those clouds back. Could even see an isolated shower or two in some of the higher elevations throughout southern and central Utah as well. Nothing, again, big as far as a storm is concerned, but if you are trying to see the eclipse, you could run into some issues with some of these clouds, especially, again, in southeast Utah, parts of western Utah as well. Low 40s currently along the Wasatch Front, mid-30s in Vernal, low 40s in Moab, and 55 currently in St. George. The showers that are out there tonight, most of it's not even hitting the ground. Those will taper off in the overnight hours. But notice, middle of the day tomorrow, that's when the eclipse is really happening. You can see that we do have a chance of precipitation. I think this will mostly be clouds in western Utah and, again, southeast Utah, but an isolated shower certainly will be possible. Those will quickly dissipate as we go into Tuesday, and then high pressure begins to build in, and we really start to warm things up as we head into the middle part of the week. So a lot of clear skies headed our way. Unfortunately, tomorrow, again, with the eclipse, probably going to be dealing with a few more clouds again, especially western Utah and southeast Utah. We'll call it partly cloudy. 49 in Manti, 53 in Price, low 50s, excuse me, in Fillmore. You can see 40s and 50s and some mid 60s around St. George here in the southern part of the state. Again, I think we'll start seeing those clouds really start to develop around the middle part of the day. In western and southeastern Utah. Look at how warm it gets. Mid-80s here by Thursday, Friday. But then we cool it down for next weekend. It does look like a system is going to be moving in, bringing us more weather 7 days from now. As you look at the Wasatch Front, we'll see, northern Utah, temperatures in the low 50s around Logan. West Valley's right there as well. Again, we'll call it partly cloudy. Low 50s in Salt Lake. Sandy, we're right there in the low 40s around Park City. And an isolated shower possible in the higher elevations. Okay, 7-day forecast. We have low 50s tomorrow. Then we're into the upper 50s, low 60s. Look at, oh boy, Thursday looks nice. Now, Friday, we're going to get a little bit of wind. That's going to be in front of that next storm system that's working towards us. But low 70s and sunny on Thursday. A little windy on Friday, but still mid-70s, and then, yeah, we'll just cool it back into the 40s for the week.
Hey, can't complain about that, boy.
Yeah.
Like that.
Spring in Utah.
Thanks a lot, Brett.
Yep.